Good evening, guys. I'm out here doing another Midland radio install. This time I got their 5001Z CB radio with the mag mount antenna and extension speaker. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to have this, mainly just for like hooking up with the trucker channels, listening to their radio to here for traffic updates on the freeways as well as on the logging roads, just to be able to make myself present and let them know that I'm on the road and yeah, not get run off the road. But yeah, should be a pretty straightforward install. Just went over it really quick, but here's what I got going. So there's my external speaker right there. There's the actual CB unit, trucker mic, and mag mount antenna. So the first step I did was just find where I wanted to mount it, and that ended up being right here in the passenger side wheel well, or passenger side footwell, sorry. So basically I just test fit it, put it right here, fits perfectly, and then I just went ahead and sharpied where the screws will be gone. You can kind of see the marks right there. Kind of a tricky angle, but anyways, gonna mount up the mounting bracket right now. Basically comes with these 4 screws right here, and then some little lockers to go onto them as well, some little wash lockers. I'm gonna go ahead and just set these on the ground. And this, yeah, I want it mounted like that. So before I go any farther, I'm just going to do a little test fit now that I got the bracket installed to make sure it actually works right there. Boom, baby! So I'm not going to tighten it up all the way because I still want to finagle all the wires and all that good stuff, but look at that. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I started to run the antenna wire. Whoops. Mounting it right here in between my solar panel and my rooftop storage box. You can kind of see, it's hard to tell, but I ran the wire just along my panel right here. Zip tied it in, have it ran along here, and then down into this wire loom along my windshield and into my engine bay. Kind of messy in there right now, but anyways, I just fed it through the firewall. You can see it sticking out right there. Alright, kicking off in the morning again. Had to eat dinner and stuff last night and then ran out of daylight. So right now I'm running some power wires from my engine bay that's going to power my CB unit, and also it's actually going to power my MXT 275 GMRS unit. I'm going to power them through my Switch Pros unit, so that way I can have the ability to keep them on while the truck is running, or while the truck is off, and or have it turn off when my truck turns off, because Switch Pros are programmable like that. So I'll have the ability to run them however I like, which I'm looking forward to, because I always stop on the trail and turn off my truck and then shuts off my GMRS, start driving again, forget to turn it on, start talking, realize it's off. But anyways, yep, just having to deal with this wire mess in my engine bay that I have created. But yeah, just running these wires. So I'm having to use a little extension on them. Basically, I'm just going to be running a 14 gauge because it's going to be powering both. So that should be a big enough wire to power both units. And yeah, easy money. Alright, I'm kind of hopping around projects right now, but I'm hooking up the speaker right now. I'm going to run it as a PA speaker. I'm not 100% sure if it's waterproof. It's rated as a marine speaker though, so I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to verify with Midland. But anyways, if it's not, I'll just move it on the inside and have an internal speaker and run something else for the outside. But look at how I'm mounting it. There we go. So here's the bracket right here that it goes into. Basically just found a few holes that it kind of fits perfectly into, and then had to add a hole as well. Just drilled through it. It's just super thin, but really sturdy. And the speaker basically will just slide into there like so. Boom. And so how this hardware works is they just give you a screw with a little back plate. The screw just goes through the back plate. Obviously this goes on the other side of the metal, and that's how you're able to tighten it up all nicely. Pretty dang simple, and you can like do it by hand too. It's pretty nice. Alright, back to wiring up the power. So basically I just snipped off the ends after the fuse block, and you can see where I joined together both the GMRS and the CB. Here's where I have the wires running in right now that I'm going to hook them up to. But basically I'm just going to put some butt splices onto there and connect them all together. Positive to positive, negative to negative. Simple as that. Got this baby all wired up pretty much. I didn't film too much of how to actually power it, because that's going to depend on your personal situation. But like I said, I ran it to the Switch Pro, which, let me just flip the camera around. Right here. So basically this is my power wire running into the Switch Pro, and then I have it grounded into my negative fuse block. Ran through the firewall. Have my floor mat out. There's my bundle of fun running underneath my floor mat. Excuse my mess. But yeah, then that's where all the connections are, more out of the way, where it's not going to get banged up by my feet or anything like that. And I'm going to clean it up a bit more, but just wanted to get it in for now. And check this out. So I haven't put in my little number yet, but if I push this button right here, that gives me power, and boom. Got a CB, baby. And let's see. Boom.
96 feet. Synopsis for the Central California coast and bays, including the Monterey Bay, Greater Farallon, and Cordell Bank National Marine Sanctuaries, remnant.
Got power to both, baby. Plan worked out great, and I'm stoked to have that set up. Like I was saying, now I'm going to be able to turn off my truck, have that switch set up on my Switch Pro, so it stays on even when my ignition's off. So I'll have to manually turn off my radios, which is what I want, because I want them to be able to run. I have a dual battery setup, so I'm not worried about my battery draining. I got solar. Battery's not really an issue. But yeah, I'm stoked right now, man. So check it. Here's the antenna. This antenna comes in two pieces. The top piece comes disconnected. All it is just this small little, come on, focus. Small little Allen right there that you loosen up and then stick the antenna into and then tighten it back into. And yeah, Forgot it's a magnet, but anyways, yeah. Pretty sturdy up there. So my next step is to get this PA system working, which the cord's not long enough. Here's the end of it right here, coming from the front end. Wish it would have been a little bit longer, but that's not an issue. I know how to run wires. So I just gotta get this extended and then ran to my unit as well, and I'll be all finished up. All right, officially wrapping up. Got the PA system hooked up. That thing's pretty fun. Check this out. Can you hear me now? Pretty damn loud out front. Freaking out the dogs with it. They don't know what's going on. But yeah, pretty easy install. It just didn't come with long enough wires for where I was mounting it, so I ended up having to do a bunch of splices and stuff like that, but to be able to run the wires where I needed to run them. But overall, pretty damn happy with it so far. I haven't obviously got to really test it yet, but PA system's fun, and install is pretty straightforward. Like I said, just had to run some extra wires. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the little video, and check out getting one of these bad boys, because it's nice for tuning into the trucker channels and keeping in tune with the logging channels as well, so you don't get ran off the road. Be able to make yourself establish your presence on the logging roads, because I've been run off the road quite a few times by loggers because they just freaking fly down those roads. But anyways, catch you next time.